Hi, watch me paint toadstools on this ceramic yarn bowl. It's been bisque fired. It's got a spiral cut in it for the wool. It's a knitting bowl that you put the wool inside and then the needles on the outside. And I'm going to decorate it all around with mushrooms using ceramic watercolour paint, specialist paints, specially made out of underglaze that you can use on ceramics and fire them in the kiln. And I'm also going to use ceramic underglaze pencils. So mushrooms on this one. Okay, so I'm starting off with my underglaze pencils. These are heavily pigmented soft pencil crayons that are designed specially for drawing on pottery. Very expensive. They're about £10 each, plus VAT, plus postage, each pencil. So I only have a few colours. I think they only make a few colours actually. And they're underglaze paints as well. When you're painting on pottery, you can use a few different things. You can use glaze, which is what most people use, or you can use oxide stains, or you can use underglazes. And underglazes usually come in pots of quite thick, gloopy paint, which is brightly coloured, a bit like acrylic paint, and you can use it straight from the pot. Whereas these ones that I'm using are watercolour underglazes. Again, expensive. I think they're about £40 per set, and I've got 4 sets of them there, plus VAT, plus postage again. And but I like them because you can get a watercolour effect from them. And you can't really blend the same way that you can with watercolor because the bisque pottery is quite porous. It's quite a chalky surface, and it absorbs the water, and so you can't blend and let the colors flow into each other the way you can with normal watercolors, but you can layer them in a similar way. And because of the transparency, you can really build up the different layers on top of each other. So I'm starting with the paler colors first, and then building up with the darker ones, the shadows, and then possibly going in again with some highlights at the end just to add a bit of contrast, try and make them look a bit more 3D. And so if you're thinking what's bisque pottery, what is it, and what's a yarn bowl, then bisque pottery is when it's at the halfway stage. So this is a yarn bowl. It was made with the slip cast method, where you pour liquid clay into a mould, let it dry, and then you fire it in the kiln, and it turns into biscuitware, which is the halfway process, which is this solid. It's hard, and you can use it as a bowl, but it's unglazed. So if you get it wet, it might start to absorb all the water and then crack. So you glaze it. But this is underglaze. I'm going to put some shiny top glaze over the top of it, but the underglaze you can paint on first of all, and then fire it again for most of a day, and you get the shiny top coat which protects it, and you get these beautiful colours will come out with the shiny top coat, and it will make it look nice and bright. So I'm trying to do lots of different types of mushrooms to contrast with each other. So I've got a floppy orange one here in contrast with the quite rigid brown one next to it. And I'm trying to make each one a very different type of mushroom from the one before. I love collecting mushrooms. I don't eat them or pick them, but I do go and photograph them. And I saw some of these in the woods in Dorset only the other day. When it's been raining quite a bit in September, October, November, the mushrooms come out after a couple of days of rain. So a good time to go and look for them is just after it's rained, when it's turning into winter. And so there's the underglaze pencils again, and I've got a few different colours, and you can just sort of sketch your ideas with them, and it gives it a bit of structure. So I'm doing a false death cap at the moment. And so as soon as I've finished with these, I'm going to take it and dip it into the clear top glaze, and then pop it in the kiln, and then show you what it looks like after it's been fired a second time. And I'm trying to make them look semi-realistic. And there you go. There's my finished painting. Here's the finished bowl. So I've painted toadstools and mushrooms all the way around it using watercolour underglaze paints. I've signed the bottom, and I've got a lovely collection of mushrooms on it, and each one was hand painted. So I've got some fly agaric, Amanita muscaria here, stinkhorns. I'm not sure what those are. I think it might be a roll rim. Death cap. Oh no, false death cap. Those are brown roll rims.